All right, here we are. Pegcity Soundoff live. Tuesday night. What day is it, guys? Freaking day is it?
It's
Tuesday.
The
Yeah.
17th.
All
The
day.
17th, February 17th, and time is flying by this month. My goodness, there's so much to do in such little time. Big shout out to my monthly sponsor. You see it across the board here, Prairie Alchemist. Actually, this is a great episode. The band with
I'm
me,
the guy.
Michael has been to the Prairie Alchemist, and he raves
Yeah.
about it. So this is
It
good.
is the St. Malo hotspot when you go to the beach, which people should all go to St. Malo to the beach. It is great. And then
It's
stop in
amazing.
at Prairie Alchemist. They're awesome.
163 Rue St. Malo, and big shout out to them for jumping on the sponsorship train. It's been a couple months now. Also, the newest development by your sponsor, high note behind me, CDL Architecture and Cladding. Guys, if you know anyone in the trades, anyone who's going to be watching this, if you're in the trades, you're looking to get in some work, give these guys a call. Let them know you're looking. Great company. Huge shout out to Chase Lewin. I know Chase at least, but yeah, big sponsorships going on. This is like episode 6 or 7 of this month. I thought I was going to come in a little soft this year, but we went all in. Tonight, we're just gathering some viewers right now. I can see the numbers climbing. Tonight, first timers on the show. Holy moly, it only took you 132 episodes to get on here.
Yeah.
You got a bit of a hiatus.
Unbelievable. One of the coolest rooms that have been on here with the guitars hanging behind you. Super cool. Let's get to it. I mean, we're 2 minutes in. I haven't even said who you are. So I'm going to let you guys say who you are. Give us a rundown. Who are you? What do you do in here?
Yeah,
Take it away,
sure. We are Black and White Rewrite. 5-piece band from Winnipeg. You can tell we're a 5-piece. The other two are invisible. But yeah, no, we play like emo-y punk type stuff, rock. Basically, Christian, who's not here, says we play rock inspired by punk, pop, hardcore, and emo. That's probably good.
I could see that.
That's
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah.
It checks out.
That's good. So we got Michael. Who are the other two guys here?
Oh yeah, sorry, Michael. I do vocals.
I'm Robin. I do guitars.
Yeah.
I'm Curtis. I play bass.
And then we have another guitarist, Christian, and Hannah. It super kills me that Hannah isn't on because you guys got to get to know her. She is wicked, and we'd be hooped without Hannah for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The big question I want to ask. This is a good one. Take me back to give me a history of the band. How where were you when you first started out? I know there's an album from before Keepsakes. Talk about maybe the formation of this band and kind of where you've come from, where you started, and where you're at now.
So sure.
Very interesting formation. So we kind of all started through mutual friends. None of those mutual friends, well, that's not totally true. Okay, so we all sort of knew each other through different avenues. But basically, myself and Curtis were in a band with a mutual friend.
My roommate.
With his roommate, yeah. So we were playing in a band together, and his roommate, our friend, actually ended up moving away. So that band kind of fizzled. And at the same time, Michael was starting up kind of his own band.
And it was very different. It was
So different.
It was very
different.
indie rock because I was very inspired by the Winnipeg indie scene at the time, like the Details, the Weaker Thans, the Waking Eyes, Liptonians, those types of bands.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically what happened was, as our band sort of disappeared and Mikey's band was sort of forming, Mikey's looking for players, so he gets in touch with us. I think I started first.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
started
it
with
was
just
you.
you.
I came.
You kind of came to our old band practice
and
like
I
overnight. It was like, that band's dead. We're doing whatever Robin wants to do.
Yeah. So I immediately made it a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
And then Curtis came shortly after because we were Sans bass player
Yeah.
at the time.
Correct.
And then yeah, essentially that was sort of the beginnings of it. And over time, we kind of
just brought in more friends.
We lost a couple friends and brought in more friends until we kind of made it to.
We kicked out my friends and we stole Robin's friends.
Well, what happened was I just changed the genre more than those friends wanted. Probably
for sure. Yeah, but it worked out really well.
It worked out.
I think so.
I mean, I'm happy with how it worked out.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
That started.
Let's I like peering over at the comments here. Ryan, hey, what's up, buddy? Terry Ferguson, yeah, got your hat on, Terry.
Nice.
Ronnie Ladderbrook, who was on Sunday night. Good to see you again there, Ronnie.
Ronnie's watching.
Here's the one. Just so glad these guys are back together. Black and White Rewrite. Yeah, awesome. We know where we're going tonight. We know what we're going to be talking about. But I want to kind of derail it for a second. I want to go back to your Keepsakes album. And we're going to talk about new music coming out too. How do you feel your new music compares to back then? Has are you going through that evolution change, or are you trying to stick true to your roots still?
I think it's very different. It's different and yet somehow familiar.
I would say that it fits under the same umbrella.
Yeah,
but it's definitely an evolution.
It's very, very much an evolution, and I think it's a large So in the 10 years between the albums, we've all sort of developed different music tastes, especially even just personally. But I mean, amongst the bands, we all kind of come from slightly different genres that we'd listen to normally, and kind of there's just a little bit of middle ground with what we end up writing. So I think it's very much an evolution, but it's also very different from what we were writing 10 years ago.
Someone got at me in the comments a couple nights ago on Facebook, yelling at me for saying we're going to have a punk show because we're in it and we're emo and we don't count. I think people would still listen to us and call it emo. I think so. But we sound like us, but I think we just sound like a better us. Yeah.
Sounds like
there's definitely some heavier aspects, I think, in some of our new songs than what we had previously.
Yeah. Keepsakes was a pretty mid-tempo record.
Yeah.
And we're upping the tempo.
It's still a good mix of mid-tempo to fast tempo songs.
A little bit more rock leaning, I think, now than more than anything.
Yeah. I hope that answers the question, kind of.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good.
I'll say this: the song you're gonna play tonight is still one of the heavier songs. I think it's not the heaviest, but it's one of them.
But it's for sure one of the more.
We still definitely have some more stuff that's very heavy melody, cleaner guitars.
But then we also still have a lot of stuff that's a lot like our old stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
A good mix.
So
awesome.
Your answer is
That's awesome. Let's talk about the new song. I mean, so I'm just gonna throw it out there. It's a great song. So anyone watching who's patiently awaiting the debut of this song, I've already heard it and I love it. It's amazing. I got it loaded up here. We're gonna get to it right away. We're gonna play this song. It's such a cool thing to have a live debut on here. There's been a couple bands that have done similar with it here, but I'm really excited for this one to play this one. But let's talk about the new song, Tokyo Ghost. Let's talk about. Tell me about writing the song. How did the song come about?
Okay, this is interesting. Normally, I'll be honest, most of the songs, Robin and I are probably the main songwriters. Lyrically and vocally, I do all of that.
Yeah.
And either I'll have a song kind of fully formed, and then I'll give it to Robin, and he kind of reforms the whole song, and we re-record it based on his changes. Or he'll come up with a really cool guitar part or a whole guitar song with no lyrics and send it to me, and I'll write a song about that. We did that on the new stuff and on the old record. We did both. In this case, it was very different. Curtis told a story. I should maybe almost let Curtis tell the story, and then I'll tell how we wrote the song.
Sure, yeah. Basically, it was written around a story of when I had gone to Japan. I thought it was a pretty lackluster story, and then, I don't know, they seemed to like it, and just one thing led to another, and they turned it into a song. We turned it into a song. I flew to Tokyo. My plane almost got struck by lightning on the descent into Tokyo. When we actually landed, the airport was basically a ghost town, hence the name of the song, Tokyo Ghost. There was nobody there. Nothing was open. It was a pretty almost eerie experience. I was there by myself. I didn't speak the language. And there was another traveler there with me who didn't speak Japanese, but also didn't speak English. And me and him just kind of like had this moment where we're like, hey, we're here. We're both alone, but we're together. Let's help each other out and like watch each other's stuff. And so it was just kind of an interesting experience. And I told that story to the guys here.
And then Christian was like, Mikey, you got to turn that into a song.
Yeah.
Which was weird for me because I've never written a song that wasn't personal.
Right.
Like all the stuff, I could talk for hours, but all the meanings behind all our songs. But this one was just Curtis's story.
Yeah, and Mikey went to work on some lyrics and a melody, and then Mikey sent that to Robin, and Robin just whipped up some guitar parts.
Mikey sent us a voice memo, basically.
I just like sang my basic melody into the phone, sent it to Robin, and then Robin turned it into this song.
And basically, the demo that I sent is essentially what you hear, minus like
Hannah redid the drums.
Redoing the drums. Curtis redid the bass parts. Other than that,
then I tracked vocals all over again, and shipped it off to BC because my brother has a studio out there. He recorded and mixed a bunch of the first record, and so that's it.
Awesome, that's great. Richard Jensen, producer, mixing engineer of Tokyo Ghost. Yeah. He's in the chat.
Oh, cool.
He's there. He's right
bro.
there. Boom. He's right there. That's awesome. Ryan Soren, we're going to get to that, Ryan. Ryan Soren says, walk us through the hardware back there. I think he's talking about the guitars on the wall. We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
Because no one gets away with that on this show, having a bunch of guitars and not talking about them.
We have to list all our guitars. You'll be here for a while because everyone's got a bunch.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this is just Robin's stuff here.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
So the new song comes out tomorrow, doesn't it?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Is there usually it's Fridays, isn't it? You picked a Wednesday.
Yeah, it is usually Fridays, but I was doing by the time I shipped it to Spotify or to the distributor, and I was looking at like lead time before the show because you want people to have some time to experience it before you go gig. Tomorrow seemed perfect because it was after you and I would meet, or you and us would meet, and then enough time before the show. So that's kind of how we chose the date. Basically,
that's awesome.
Strategy between two events.
Yeah, exactly right. And this is what I'm talking about. We got some stuff to go over tonight. We still got to get to the show. I mean, this is a banger. It's an amazing lineup. I can't wait. We'll get to it. I mean, shall we? Should we play the song?
Let's play the song.
Let's play the song. Here you are. I hope this goes well. Here it is. Tokyo Ghost. The debut of Tokyo Ghost.
Official debut. Absolutely.
Oh, here we go.
Desperate
There it is.
Yeah, it's officially out, I guess. Yeah.
There it is.
Nice.
That was the song. My God. Who's the singer?
Me.
Him, Michael.
Yeah, that'd be me.
That was a
I know.
question thrown in there.
I look like a rock star. So
Amazing. So that was it.
yeah.
It's out there. The 25 people watching right now, I think that's just here. I don't know. I mean, you just heard it. You heard it before it came out. You lucky buggers. Joe Carson. I mean, I'm just gonna go through some of the chat comments that have come through while I was playing because I couldn't really see it. Yeah, I mean, this. There's some good praise here. You got a lot of scene people chiming in here. Pat Haskins says, "Who's your favorite local band and why is it the Soundoff?" Boy, Pat.
Okay, so actually, hey, here's the thing. You normally ask this question, and I was prepared for
Yep.
it. And I made a list on my phone. So
Hell yeah, lay it on me. Let's just get to that one.
Okay, fine. Let's get to it.
You know where I'm going with this one.
And actually, hold up, because he said that. Let me pull it up here.
Joe Carson.
If you look at the very first band on that list, it's a little
The
blurry.
Soundoff.
It says The Soundoff.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Sorry, before you get to that, I'm just gonna roll through a couple here because there's some
Sure.
really good. Joe Carson, guitarist of Deadlight vocal, or well, he plays guitar in Deadlight too. Also, Ashley Arsonist, he chimes in here, says this is killer. Sounds great. The guitar playing on this track is mind blowing. Who's the singer? So sick, Michael. Just listen on my phone. It sounds incredible. Can't wait to hear it on stereo. Sound quality's on point. I mean, I'm happy with that too because I didn't know if this was going to work properly. Regan Schneider from Rocket, they're playing this Saturday, Winnipeg, making their Winnipeg debut. Love the energy. Can't wait to download. Jen Minot, sick, great job. I mean, this is good praise from some great musicians.
Pretty impressive people. I'm very excited.
This is this is fantastic. Well. Someone just chimed in and said, play the song. You just missed it by about 3 minutes. Yeah, it will be available on platforms as well. Yeah.
And to be honest, today alone, I've gotten messages from 3 radio stations so far. One in the East Coast, one in BC, and another one in Manitoba. So we know it's going to be on at least 5 radio stations.
That's perfect. Killing it.
Pretty exciting.
I mean, it's a great song. So Michael, before I get to what I was originally going to lead into, I want to get to your thing because you got a list. Who are some? Local... This is a question that comes up quite often on here. Who are the local bands you're listening to?
Yeah. So I literally just try to keep it to what I've listened to quite a bit in February because this show has really opened up my eyes to the scene, which is awesome. So the Soundoff, of course. Anyone who follows me knows I've been repping them for about a year. So I was really excited when they asked us to play. Couriers, oh my goodness. So these guys listen to the heavy music. I'm not really into the Couriers is the heaviest band I listen to, and I freaking love them. And Fish is maybe one of the nicest people on earth. I just love Justin Fisher. He's such a good dude. Guilty Sleep. I feel like they both get a lot of love in some corners of the scene, it seems like, and then get completely forgotten in others. And what they do is nuts. Their recorded songs are great. Their live show, though, is unbelievable. Yeah, Guilty Sleep for sure. I'm late to the scene. I stumbled on Locator this week, and they quickly shot him into my top 5. Locator is so good.
Wow.
Whole Field, unreal. Camp Robber. If you guys aren't listening to Camp Robber, they're like a Midwest emo band out of Steinbeck area. They're friggin' wicked.
Cool.
Valley Narrow had to make that list. Valley Narrow, heck yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, okay. Sure. Leadwin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I also want to shout out a couple of defunct bands because some of my favorite Winnipeg bands are no longer. The Details. If anyone knows me a little bit, I've been trying to scream about the Details for 10 years after they broke up. I think they're the greatest band that the city has ever put out. I think they're even better than the Weaker Thans. I know that could get me burned in some circles. They're unbelievable. The Home Team, by the way. So the Home Team was kind of like a punk band that was signed before the Details, and then they broke up. but they just had a reunion show a couple weeks ago, and they didn't like do a lot of fanfare, so it was pretty small. But I was really excited to hear they're back. The Liptonians, who just announced
they just did.
That's sick. Hope Atlantic. So the Mercy Street, Jordy Hepner, he doesn't do a lot of Hope Atlantic much anymore, but last year, I think around in the fall, they got together for like a Hope Atlantic reunion show, and I'm just hoping they do more because they were wicked. And then not a band, but absolutely deserves local scene cred and shout out is Trave Media. Yeah.
Oh, there. Oh, you can't see. It's up above you guys in the corner. His logo.
Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, Trave Media.
It's always there. It's there for the entire year.
So
It's there
who am I
forever,
listening
as long
to?
as
A
the show
lot.
exists.
Oh, and also Paradise on Fire needs a lot of love because they're so young, and what they've done this last year has been unbelievable. I could probably
so
talk
good.
about local bands forever though. So
They're
Fox
so
and
good.
Sound too. I'm really glad they're coming out and doing more music. Okay, I'll stop.
No, it's good. You know, my band's very first show was with Fox and Sound.
No way.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it was wild. What a crazy good band. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're on another level, and yeah,
They're
I'm
so
excited to hear they're getting back.
Vocals rock. I'm a big fan of Emily. Yep.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was looking through the messages. I mean, people just want to hear the song again. Let's get to the show.
Yeah.
Another big reason we are here tonight. February 28th, Saturday, February 28th. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Sponsored by Revolution Radio and Pegcity Soundoff. Hell yeah. We got a hell of a show here. The Soundoff EP release show. I have been waiting for this for a long time, but not only that, what a stacked lineup. We got the Soundoff. I got the Castaigns, who are just so good live. I love it. The Murderbirds, who bring it every time, and Black and White Rewrite. 4-band night for an EP release. But what a lineup. Like, if
We're
you're
really
doing
excited.
something that night, you can't make the show, cancel what you're doing and go to the show. I mean, the Daughter doesn't hold a lot of people, but that place is going to be packed. Advance tickets are still $15. I believe you can still get them. Doors $20. I mean, pretty standard there, right? Bands at 9:00. Let's talk about how this show came about, because this is that's just a powerhouse of bands.
Yeah.
Tell me about getting the call for this one.
This was nuts. Yeah, I was on vacation. Actually, I wasn't even in the country. I was in the Bahamas, and I got a message from Jesse, and he was like, "Hey, we are doing an EP release show. Do you want to play?" And we honestly were so still focused on recording for all the songs for this EP and the next EP that we would kind of like, maybe we'll focus on live shows again later. Like maybe that's not a priority. But when I got that message from Jesse, I was like, no. And I messaged the band immediately. I was like, I want to do this. We're gigging now. That other stuff is going to go on the back burner a little bit. We're gigging now because I want to play with the Soundoff. It's going to be nuts. And at first, I didn't know who else was on the bill for like a few weeks. Yeah, we had no clue. And then when I found out the Murderbirds and the Castaigns, I was unbelievable. I was very excited.
It's huge. It's a great night, and I mean the Soundoff. They have had such a big year. They're actually on here. They're on here next Tuesday.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah,
That's wicked.
it's gonna be sweet.
Has any band played more shows this past year than the Soundoff? Like it felt like every week they had another announcement, and I was just like, how are they doing this?
Yeah. I mean, they did a little tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're busy. They're a busy band.
They tour back my old neck of the woods, like Northwestern Ontario.
Yeah.
I really want to go with them next year. I haven't told them, but I want to next year, guys. By the way, we're gonna tag along and we're gonna go hit Northwestern Ontario so I can go see my old home.
That's yeah. I mean, they played a lot of shows. They're also. Oh yeah, I can say it. I've already announced lineup. They're one of my Summerfest bands too.
Yeah.
I mean, Yeah, they had a great year. The Battle of the Bands out at RFM, they won that. I mean, just a huge year, and then to come into this year and be able to do the EP release and have such a big night of it, it's you can't say enough about it. I mean, it's going to be an amazing night. That's February 28th.
Can I just take one more minute to talk about them for a second?
Yeah, of
Because
course.
there's one thing, like I've noticed when I've noticed people talk about the sound off, they talk about how great the guitar work is, how awesome the drumming is. They talk about Paul being so good with the bass and the like his backing vocals, all those things are great. They talk a lot about Chelsea's just raw power, voice, and charisma. But I never heard anyone else like really talk about how unbelievable the lyrics are. Let me tell you, as a songwriter, I care. Like I had Chelsea and Jesse send me the lyrics so I could really pour over them, and they're very good. Like as a songwriter, I was jealous that they're very good. So if anyone else is out there, like listen to what Chelsea's singing because it matters. It's cool.
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely one of my favorite vocalists in the city. And Chelsea, I don't know if you're watching this right now, but I sent Chelsea a message the other day. I have an idea, but I need her vocals on it. And I heard a song. I'm not going to spoil anything because no one knows this is going to happen except for a couple of people. But I have this idea, and I'm like, I need Chelsea's vocals on it. And I found this song, and I think if I can get her to do it, she's gonna blow it out of the water, and I can't freaking wait. Maybe I'll tell you guys after.
Yeah, I want to hear.
I don't want to say too much.
All
I
right,
don't want to
cool.
say too much now. But yeah, definitely one of my favorite vocalists in the city. So really looking forward to that night. You got a question coming in here. Is February 28th the only show date the band is playing right now? Is there anything else you can announce?
Confirmed show date. We've gotten some offers. We've said no to a couple offers, just because at the times we got them, they weren't going to work.
Okay.
But it's the only confirmed date. We're hoping to confirm some others.
Perfect. That's awesome. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to the guitars behind you. Tell me about some of these beauties. You got a lot of guitar people watching right now. I can tell.
Technically, one of mine is in here.
One of mine is here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so from this side, we have a PRS Custom 24 SE 7 string. Hasn't found its way into any of our music yet, surprisingly. But one day it will. And then next to it, we've got a Gordy Johnson signature Gibson S.
Very nice.
Oh, and that's one of 50?
This is one of 50, and it is what I would say at least 90% of the first record was tracked.
Yeah.
Great guitar. This one is relatively new.
It's like 2 weeks old. It's very new.
It's very new. It's an Ibanez nylon string. A lot of fun. Also, haven't figured out how to use that on any of our own music, but it will. Then right behind me is an Iron Label Ibanez S. This has found its way on the record. Most of Tokyo Ghost was tracked with this one. This is an Ibanez AZ Prestige. Also going to be all over most of our music. Then we got my workhorse. Mexican.
Just lift them up and bring my frame.
Well,
here, I'll
yeah, Mikey's gonna have to help me.
I'll kind of wait.
This one we've got my Mexican Strat.
This has been modded like crazy, though.
It's been modded like crazy, but yeah. So this is my workhorse, the one I'm not too afraid to bring to like live shows and stuff. Then we got a Jazz Master, classic player, another Mexican.
And then
Mikey's contribution.
This is.
You go ahead, talk about it.
This is pretty cool, actually. These are hard to find now. So this is a Fender Jazz Blacktop. It's got 2 P bass pickups in it instead of regular Jazz. So it's fully hum-free, which is awesome, and it just thumps like crazy. And I mostly like it. You can't tell much in the camera, but it's shiny. To me, this thing feels like a bass like Mikey Way from My Chemical Romance would play.
All right.
Everyone calls me Mikey instead of Michael, and I weirdly also have an affinity for Mikey Way. I don't know if it's a name thing, but I love this bass. Although it's actually not my main player. That's why Robin has it. My main player is a Fender FSR PJ. Yeah.
And this bass is actually
Yeah.
what you hear on Tokyo Ghost.
I was just gonna say this is
Oh.
this is what I used to play
Nice.
on Tokyo Ghost.
Anyway, yeah.
Don't,
Oh, and
There you
the
go.
most important one,
don't forget this.
the Blue
This is,
Ukulele.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's the one.
that's the one.
That's
Yet
awesome.
to find its way onto a song, but same, it will.
Yeah.
Give it time.
Absolutely. It's always cool to hear about gear. And like I said, you got some guitar players watching right now, so I'm sure they've been just crippling themselves waiting for you
If
for
I
you to
can,
talk
let me
about them.
take a-
So
Let me take a minute to talk about drums because Hannah's not here to represent herself.
absolutely.
So Hannah records all of the drums in her basement. She has her basement like so properly tuned. All of her mics are hung so that they're perfectly in phase all the time. She knows what she's doing. When she sent the drums to my brother, who has hired lots of studio drummers before. He was like, "What the heck? These are the best recorded drums I've ever received from drummers I've paid big money for." So Hannah deserves a lot of credit. Her drumming is awesome. She's very, very meticulous, and she knows when to be critical, which is we need. She's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good brain on her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Guys, I gotta ask this question. Where your music kind of is at right now. Your influences growing up playing, are they the same, or have you evolved in that sense where you maybe have developed, just other influences in your writing and playing styles?
I'll let you guys talk because I think you guys have evolved more than I have.
Yeah. Well, for me, it's been all over the place. So, early like junior high years was definitely a lot of sort of like punk and emo stuff, and is kind of what I grew up on. And then I kind of got more into like the heavier stuff, like Slipknot kind of thing, as all early high school kids, not all, but anyway, so I got a little bit more into the heavier stuff, and then I kind of went back sort of pop punk and emo, and that's around the time that we started this band.
And then you went.
And then I
very
went
heavy.
a lot more towards the heavy, but I mean, I kind of go everywhere. I'm like, I listen to a lot of like instrumental fusion, prog metal, all the way to like the heaviest of heavy metal to punk to pop, whatever. So
I want to point it out, by the way, because I know Winnipeg has a lot of metal bands. If any of you guys are looking, he is not available.
I mean, I do have a 7-string guitar, so
Yeah. That's awesome.
Curtis?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm fairly similar to Robin in terms of the type of music that I used to listen to and grew into. Robin's definitely a little bit more heavy than I am. But yeah, like I don't know. When I was first starting to play, I listened to a lot of the hardcore, post-hardcore music. Bands like Means out of Saskatchewan. Waster is from Winnipeg. Listen to them quite a bit.
Nice.
Stuff like that. In terms of my bass playing, though, it's kind of opposite of what I listen to, oddly enough. Like, I love, Kings of Leon and the Killers. Like, they have really, bass-driven music, which I really enjoy as a bass player. So, that's my background. And
then for me, I'm really into like songwriter stuff, but like rockish stuff. So you and I have talked. We both love bands like Blink-182 and Third Eye Blind and things like that. I never grew out of love with those bands. They're great. I also love a lot of indie rock. And then bands like Jimmy Eat World, stuff with like a lot of melody, a lot of really smart lyrics. And I'll say that I'm really, really into smart lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I'll even listen to bad music if it's got really good lyrics. So I love it. But yeah, and then like when the emo stuff comes, yeah, like Taking Back Sunday and The Used and those kinds of bands, I will never not love them.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I remember, I forgot what it was for, but I remember I posted something about Third Eye Blind and you commented on it. And I was like, hell yeah, someone
Yeah.
else.
Yeah,
Someone
Stephen
else, you know.
Jenkins, yeah, boy.
Yeah. I don't know. You know, it's one of those bands where, you know, it's typical. It's one of those bands where you talk to someone and they're like, oh, Semi Charm Life Jumper. How's it going to be? Whatever. Never Let You Go. And I'm like, no.
Yeah,
We got to go deeper than
they're
this.
so go dig way deeper.
You got to go way
Their
deeper than
best
this.
songs aren't their hits.
Yeah,
One of my
God.
previous bands were called them a one-hit wonder, and that was a mistake because then
Yeah,
I
'cause there's
subjected
three
them.
of them.
I subjected them to like 12 hours of Third Eye Blind education.
Oh my God. I mean, they never come to Winnipeg. I don't know if they've ever been here.
You know what though? They're not great live. Stephen Jenkins doesn't know how to use monitors, so and he admitted it.
No. I saw them twice. I went to Minneapolis twice and saw them, and yeah, I mean it's a little different, but I do like musically what they do live. But yeah, that's another thing though, right? Like a lot of these, it's always a gamble. Here's us going off topic. It's always a gamble seeing one of your favorite bands live for the first time. You don't know what you're gonna get, and I can tell you so many bands that I saw for the very first time, and I was like, oh no, and then you kind of look back on it like, oh, I don't know if I like them as much as I did before. And unfortunately got it based off the live performance, right? But then I've seen some bands that one I would say is The Cure, who
Oh yeah.
it's a whole other monster live. Like
I imagine.
it sounds like it should, but even better, I feel. But yeah, that's me just yapping away about live music. But yeah, I'm so excited for your live music. What are we? We're a week and a half out now.
Yeah.
Did
it's
that
coming
come fast though, eh?
It's coming
Like
fast.
February is flying by. Like the other day, I still thought it was like the third.
You better tighten up your chops.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we're excited. It's literally our first gig together in almost 11 years.
Since the album.
Yeah.
Release, which is crazy because we did the album release after we'd kind of gone on hiatus.
Yeah.
Like we'd gone on hiatus, the record came out, we're like, let's get back together for one show because life happened. Like it was one of those bands where like we didn't, life happened and we had to split. So, but yeah, if it's except for the album release, it's like our first gig in like almost 12 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You got more music coming though. You got new stuff coming.
Lots more. I have a hard drive full of 15 songs that are in different stages of finishing, and I would say like 7 of them you could almost release today. We're not gonna because perfectionism and all, but
Yeah.
like I sometimes listen to them and I get excited. I'm like, oh, I want to put this. I want to share this with people. But yeah,
Send it over. Let's play them.
you know what? I'll send you some.
Part of the problem is they don't have everybody on them yet.
Yeah, that's a big part.
Oh,
of it.
okay. Yeah.
Because what happens is I because I have the ability to, when I make a demo, I do bass and drums with it, but I just programmed drums, never with the intent of keeping them on.
Yeah.
But
They're
and then I'll do my own bass, but also again not spending much time on it with the intent of Curtis being able to write his own parts. So we have a lot of demos that sound done, but it's actually just me and Mikey on them.
Yeah.
And we don't want that.
No, we don't.
Just needs everyone else's flavor thrown on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
honestly, I have to track because when we're doing like writing vocals, I don't. There's mistakes. I think anyone who has ever been in a band, your demo has got vocal mistakes. I hope I'm not the only one. But
Everyone else is flawless.
And then we go back and track properly. So even so, though, like if I had to burn like a CD of six or 8 songs and send them to some close friends, I would be not ashamed of them.
No, I think they're all they're like functional demos, but
That's cool though.
Yeah,
it's good to know. I mean, good stuff coming from you. So, I mean, if the first release here is any indication, I mean, it's an absolute banger of a song, and yeah, Mikey, we like we've talked for a bit now. You've been a big supporter of what I do, and I, always appreciate it. But we've had some good music talks. So, I was anticipating this song a lot, and when you sent it to me, I was like, I'm gonna have a listen to it. But I didn't over listen to it. I didn't keep listening to it, so I wanted that same excitement playing it tonight. That, hey, I'm listening to the first time, even though I've listened to it a few times. But I was so excited to hear it because I remember you standing on my front yard and we were talking,
Yeah.
and you had mentioned a couple songs and just kind of how you talked about them. I'm like, okay, he's really excited for this. This is going to be good. And from what I gather of your love for local music, and you've mentioned you've mentioned the details to me. So if you say you talk about them a lot, yeah, you probably do.
Oh, I do.
But,
my wife thinks I have a problem. That's how much I talk about the details. That's true.
But I knew when this song came out, I was like, I know they're going to be very proud of this because you sounded very sure of it, of the new music coming out. And there's nothing much better than that when, when you hear bands talking about their new music and just being so excited for people to hear it. So hearing you say again, you would gladly share some of these songs with friends, right? You're that confident in it, and that's awesome.
I maybe it's pretentious, but I think we write songs that I like to listen to.
Mhm.
So, yeah.
It's a good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Good way to look at it. Where can people find you? There's been a couple of comments here that I'm just kind of looking at. Where can people find you online? You're on Facebook, you're on Instagram.
Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, YouTube, everything. Although I'll say this about YouTube. So when we first started, we had a different band name called People Talk. And we changed that. I kind of changed it after the breakup, to be honest. Because honestly, my older brother talked me into it. He didn't like the name, and I listened to most of what he says. But so we actually have like a couple of videos under the name People Talk on YouTube, and then we have a lyric video out for one of our songs on our first record under Black and White Rewrite, and we also have a lyric video for the new song that I will release tomorrow morning. It's a couple of people have seen it because I haven't sending it to a couple of people in private links, but and that lyric video, like the art is for it doesn't match the single art. It's the cover art for what will be the EP that this will go on in a few months. So
cool.
Yeah.
So Tokyo Ghost comes out I guess tonight at midnight probably.
Yeah, tonight at midnight. Yeah.
Unbelievable. What an exciting thing, eh?
It is exciting. And honestly, I gotta say, the thing that's got me the most excited, and maybe, I don't know, again, I worry about being pretentious, but some of the reviews I'm getting back from the curators and the radio stations and like the bloggers we've submitted to, they're pretty exciting. I gotta say, I'm really excited for them.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I'm gonna go to the chat for a second here. I'm gonna see ETA. Okay, here you go. Terry Ferguson of Car 287.
Yeah.
ETA for EP.
It's a little bit on
TBD.
It's a little bit on, Curtis getting his bass parts
I need
done.
to record a lot of my parts still.
Oh, okay.
We're hoping like probably late summer.
I was thinking May, and I'll tell you because I booked that slot with Manitoba Music. So Curtis just has to record 2 more bass parts. And then I'll get this, and then I'll get the songs to my brother to mix because he does pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah.
So the goal is we trap Curtis in the room for 1 weekend. Especially we can't wait till summer because Curtis runs a construction decking company. So summer is his busy time. He's got to work now. Yeah. Well, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting.
So we're not waiting.
So mid-May is my target.
It's TBD.
That I've never told the band. We're telling you guys right now, mid-May.
You heard it here live.
Right? Yeah.
Mid-May.
Yeah. For the first one, and the second one, I'm targeting. Again, I'm making this decision. They say TBD. I say September, October.
That's amazing. Gonna go to the chat for a second, guys. Is there anyone have any questions they want to add into this one? I mean, this chat's rocking tonight. I'm
stoked. I was really worried. I was like,
Oh,
no one's responding on Facebook or Instagram. Like maybe this is gonna go poorly, but no, that's really exciting.
no. You're. There's a lot of comments in here. Anyone has any questions, we're ready to take them on. Terry says always blame the bass player. That's funny.
Always blame
Yeah, people are just shy right now. But yeah, no, the chat's just kind of been blowing up the whole time. I've been trying to keep an eye on it, which is always good. Guys, what's the if you could cover a song, what would the song be? You get each get a pick.
It's stupid how much we've talked about this.
And we got a couple, like we got definitely one in the back pocket if we
It changes all the time.
Yeah.
But if I'll say this, we've timed our set for the 28th. If something happened where we had to add an extra song, we have a song.
Yeah, we do.
We do. And I think we do a really good job of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know we do a good job of it.
We could. It doesn't have to be a secret.
Sure. Well, that's true. It's Q Without the E by Taking Back Sunday.
Yeah.
But I think like
cool.
our list of
that's
covers.
That's our fallback cover song.
Yeah, our list of covers is long. We don't actually work on them, but we have a long like desire list.
Yeah.
Some Jimmy Eat World, some Taking Back Sunday, some Muse. What else was on there? I think there's a Foo Fighters song on there.
Foo Fighters.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters.
Stuff.
Oh yeah,
stuff by Limp Bizkit.
They're trying to get me to do Limp Bizkit, and I won't do it. So.
Oh, nice. Yeah, do that one.
Yeah. No one wants to hear me do Fred Durst. I promise.
Yeah. They do.
I'm gonna throw a couple questions at you guys from the chat here. This is a great question. Between the breakup and now, what life experiences have changed your approach to making music?
Technology, for one.
Oh yeah.
That's a big
the
one.
ability to do it, that helps.
Yeah, the I think the biggest change songwriting wise is now it's so much easier to make a fully functional demo right from in here or in Mikey's place or even Curtis. Like we all have the ability to just put, a good sounding track from wherever. So I think the biggest change to the approach is just how much easier it is to do now.
I'll say, for like technically tracking,
Yeah.
I'll answer it from a songwriter perspective.
Sure.
The Keepsakes, almost that whole record is about ex-girlfriends. Like, except a couple. Like, well, actually, you know what? There's 2 songs about my wife on there. And then there's a few songs about some ex-girlfriends. And then a song about contemplating suicide, emo stuff. Yeah. And a song about a dead loved one.
Wait, Mikey, there's 2 songs about your wife and ex-girlfriends. Were these your ex-girlfriends?
Yeah. I have some songs about ex-girlfriends. I got some songs about my wife on there.
Spanning an entire
not wife at
That's
the
okay.
time.
She wasn't my wife yet.
Oh, okay.
No, that's true. You're right. You're right. No. Like
Clarify.
yeah, sorry. Yeah. The girl,
I was like,
the woman
whoa,
I
this
married.
guy's
And then,
dedicated to this.
So that was the old stuff. The new stuff is covering up with a lot more like personal stuff, like things that digging through. So like growing things with like in my home growing up, or like stuff like people I've loved who struggle with self-harm or things like that. Like, so from a lyrical perspective, it's not just like, I'm sad, my heart's broken. We're dealing with like real stuff. And I'm really, really excited about like the lyrical content. I mean, Tokyo Ghost has nothing to do with me, and it's probably not a very universally a universal shared experience. But there's a lot of like real in the new stuff coming out.
I'm sure a lot of people have been stuck in airports before.
Yeah, just not in
Tokyo.
Just not in Tokyo when they seem haunted.
Yeah.
Amazing. A couple more. I'm just gonna throw it. Is there a cool story behind the name of the band?
That's a question for you.
Sure. A cool story? I don't know if it's super cool, but okay. So the mutual friend who was my roommate and friends with these guys, he was just like suggesting different things, and he was inspired by the line, the Paramore line, "Black and White Reruns." And we talked about how a lot of my approach to songwriting is I take real life experiences and I just twist them a little bit. So like if you knew some of the songs on Keepsakes and you knew what person they were about or what experience I had, they're 70% true. I kind of take the black and the white and I rewrite it and just make little changes so that it makes a better song. And I kind of liked that, that ode to Paramore, and then also kind of like what I do with lyrics and kind of pushing it together.
What Paramore song is that from?
All I Wanted.
All I Wanted.
Ah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's such a good one.
It is a super good song.
That closes off. That closes off that album, doesn't it? That closes off that album too, right?
It might.
I think it does. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great album.
Track to track.
Fantastic. You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say that I don't think Paramore has any bad albums.
I would agree.
No,
even their new stuff that's very different and was like part of like they kind of rushed it out to get out of the record contract. It still kills. It's different, but it kills.
So good.
Yeah.
They're a band you can just keep going back to.
Totally agree.
That close to having a Paramore tribute band about a year ago, 8 months ago. Then that went.
I've tried. There's for years. There's someone, I don't know if she's on this track or on the chat. There's someone in Winnipeg, Danielle Strand, who she's a scene girl, and I think is dating someone in Locator right now. But I've been trying to get her to do a Paramore cover band for 15 years, because she'd be wicked at it.
Mikey's even tried to convince us to let him sing a Paramore cover.
Yeah, I want to do. I'm just like, let's just take it down one or two. I can sing pretty high, obviously not Hayley Williams high, but if we drop it down a couple steps, there's a couple Paramore songs I would love to do.
Yeah,
Paramore's good. Last question I'll get to here. Jen, I just keep popping your name up on the screen. Jen's a big Paramore
I'm
person.
stoked that Jen's on. She's cool.
Yeah. Cheryl, you just missed the Cheryl says, how did you come up with your band name? You might have to just rewatch it to about 2 minutes ago. They talked about it there. Here you go. Here's a good one. And maybe the way to end the questions. Langside, sorry. To answer Penelope, is there a live performance going to be streamed, or is it not a thing? I don't know if you guys are streaming anything from that show, but Penelope, I mean, if you follow my page, you'll see some live feeds from there from myself. I'll definitely take some recordings if the band allows. So,
are they meaning like a live airing of our song? Like maybe she missed it when you played it. Maybe that's what she means, or maybe
live
she
performance.
means exactly what you thought.
I think actually we're talking live performance of the thing.
Sure.
And you guys are getting drilled with questions here.
Cool.
There's a ton of messages in here. I hope you don't have plans. Have the band get together. We talked about this. Solaire is amazing at covering Paramore.
Oh, Solaire rocks. They're a band that I meant to put on my list. I forgot to do it.
Their vocalist, what's her name?
I honestly don't know, because they're one of the bands that I haven't dug into their membership. I've just listened to the music and I'm like, oh, this is cool.
One of the hosts of Pegcity Soundoff, Thomas Henry, he's in the chat here. Thomas, who's the singer from Solaire? Anyway, Scarlet Alexis. Anyway, I heard of her years ago. I guess she was in school, and one of my customers at work was talking about music, and he's like, oh, my daughter or someone knows this girl, and this is her name, and she's got a couple songs out on Spotify or whatever. So I looked it up, and I'm like, oh, cool. And he's like, yeah, she's how I rolled, and I'm pretty sure she's in high school at this time. I don't think she's very old anyway. But anyway, so there it is, Scarlet Alexis, yeah. So anyway, he was telling me about this, so I listened to her, and then next thing you know, I hear about the Solaire band, and Thomas Henry is like, oh, I got Solaire coming on. And then I realized she was part of them. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's just one of those things where you see, as you said when we started, you talked about a band like Paradise on Fire. I mean, such a young band that has so much ahead, but they've already accomplished some stuff. And they just have a really good future. And there's so many good bands. Another band I'll throw out there right now is Strange and Unusual. And
young band. You had them on a few months ago. They're cool.
I did. They are kicking off Summerfest this year, which is wild. we're doing a little youth movement, but yeah, such a cool band. But I love seeing these younger bands coming in, and you know, I say that because those are the bands I like. You know, they go on after us because they can stay up later than I can. So
Yeah, and you know their young friends will come out and stay out later.
exactly right.
Yeah.
Cover songs. I mean, yeah, there's some great. Here you go. Here's a great question. I'll end the questions with this one. How do you each balance work life, family life, band life?
That's why it's taken us so long to put out any music.
Yeah, that's why we weren't a band for 10 years.
Yeah, I work a little more than full time. I got a wife and kid in the house, and I'm learning French for my career, and so it's hard. Curtis owns a business, and he's a one-man shop most of the time. He's drowning. Robin, you work like crazy. Yeah. Hannah's got kids and like a million things going on. Christian, I don't ever actually know what Christian does. He works. Like I know he works, but like Christian's always been an enigma to me. He's cool and quirky and fun.
He likes to keep an air of mystery.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But how do we do big life balance? Our first whole year back together, we were lucky to get one band practice in a month.
Yeah.
Like it's stepped up over the last couple of months, but it's been a big part of why we're moving slow, getting music out and gigging. It's been hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You can't really blame anything but life, right? I mean, you know, it's hard. Everyone goes through it. Everyone struggles with it, right? You're going to go through those things where, you know, you're together every week, and then all of a sudden you're not together for a month, right? So
yeah. And shout out to all our spouses who put up with us and make sacrifices.
Oh, yeah.
We can do this.
Yeah, for real.
exactly right. And you know, that's how I feel with it too, right? I mean, podcast work, wife, kid.
It needs to be brought up because you
For-
got to be the busiest person in the scene. And
I
know
don't
you got
think
a
I'm the
wife.
busiest.
I know you got a wife. I know you got at least one kid.
I have one yet.
Yeah, you got a home you got to deal with. You got a career. I don't know how you do all you do. That's crazy to me.
I don't know. And I got 4 bands.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So you talk about not being able to get together. I wrangle like 17 different people for these 4 bands. So somehow it works. We actually this will be announced very shortly, but this Emily and the Moon thing, I mean, there were 7 people in that band, and like we were all here a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, I don't know if I'm ever gonna have 7 people in this band all together again.
There's no way.
It's so hard, eh?
Even with 5, it's hard to get us all together at
It's
once.
actually rare that we even have a full, like all 5 of us.
Usually one person can't make it. Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Do you do drumless practices?
We have.
Yeah.
It's not fun.
Yeah, it's
No.
not fun.
It's not fun.
Call those acoustic practices. Um,
They're still pretty loud.
They're still pretty loud.
that's awesome. Guys, anything else you want to bring up?
Anything I need to bring up? I mean, okay, catch us. Yeah, the show we talked about that.
Yeah.
I'm going to be down in Morden Winkler area next weekend doing a radio. They're going to do an interview. They're going to play the song, and I'm going to do a song on acoustic. It's actually not the one I told you guys. They're going to let me do control. So I'm going to do an acoustic version of a song that'll be on the EP that no one's heard yet. So yeah, Morden Winkler Radio, the Eagle. That's next Thursday. What else is this? Yeah, I don't know. We're getting a bunch of press coming out soon, from what I'm told.
Mhm.
And lots of people keep telling me it's on the way, so I'll be posting all that soon. And
Stay tuned.
yeah, stay tuned. We're gonna hopefully accept some other shows. Yeah.
Cool. Sounds awesome. Thanks for jumping on tonight. We crossed 1 hour.
Whoa.
Wow.
I did not.
We crossed 1 hour, and
Thank
we were
you so much for having us.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
I know I
thank
reached
you.
out to you like a year ago, being like, I want to be on your show one day.
We
So
got
it's
there.
really, really exciting.
we got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll probably upload this one to Spotify. I mean, I'll upload them all, but this one will be up on Spotify. Just got to get around to it. Yeah. I mean, thanks for coming on tonight, guys. This was great. Yeah, that chat thing. The chat was just blowing up. It was hard to see them all, but I don't know if you can see me
That's so
scrolling them or
exciting.
not. But my goodness,
Some of the names you shared on the chat. That's goosebumps
Very
level.
exciting.
You guys rock.
yeah, absolutely. Thomas says great interview. I mean,
Oh,
well on you
sorry,
guys for
before
doing
we
such a
hang
great
on,
job.
I would be remiss if I didn't shout out my brother. Did such a good job mixing the song. He's wicked. I need him.
I think we did shout him out,
Oh well,
but
Okay.
shout out again anyway.
You know.
Do it again.
Yeah, kudos.
Cool.
Richard.
Everyone watching, if you missed the debut of Tokyo Ghost, I apologize. But you're gonna have to wait till midnight tonight, depending where you are in this country. But yeah, check out the song. It's out tomorrow. Check out the song. Obviously, check out everything Black and White Rewrite. Find them on Instagram, on Facebook, on most streaming things that anyone uses. Yeah, just follow along. There's some good things coming with this band. February 28th, Handsome Daughter, Black and White Rewrite, the Castains, the Murder Birds, and the Soundoff EP release.
it's gonna be a dream show.
My goodness. If you haven't got tickets, you can still get tickets $15 in advance, $20 at the door. Be there. It is not a venue where you can just walk in if it's packed, right? Like it's not the biggest floor, so it's gonna be packed in there. So if you haven't got tickets yet, get your tickets.
And whatever you
before they
got
sell
going
out.
on that night, cancel it.
Yeah,
You'll
whatever's
be
going
happy.
on that night, cancel it. You got dinner plans, cancel. You got a flight, cancel.
Hey,
Yeah,
doors open at 8. You just have early dinner and then come.
Exactly. Right on. Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for jumping on, and that was great. We'll see you next Saturday.
Awesome. See you then. Thanks
All
so
right.
much.
Okay. No problem. Stick around for a minute after. We'll kill the feed and I'll tell you a quick story. Sorry, all the viewers, you're not getting this story. You'll get